What's up, Warrior? James Zheng here. Welcome back to Daily Wisdom. We are going to be talking about and starting a 5-part series on how to build your empire from scratch. So, regardless of what business that you're in, how do you take a vision from something into something actualized as well too? So, if that sounds interesting to you, like this, share this, and subscribe as well to my YouTube because of this in a 5-part series. Today, we're going to start with the vision. I'm going to talk about in any entrepreneur, anybody that's building any business, there's a miracle process that happens between ideation, your vision, and actualization. Think about every single thing that's been created in this world. It started as an idea. The car you're in right now, the chair you're sitting in right now, the house that you're in right now, every single thing has started from a vision. Every single business has started from a vision. Elon Musk, Tesla started from an idea. Disney started from an idea. Maybe you've heard about that old adage of Walt Disney going up to a plot of land and he said, "This will be the happiest place in the world." And as entrepreneurs, Les Brown says this is that the biggest issue in entrepreneurship isn't that we aim too high and we miss, it's that we aim too low and we hit. And if I could go back to the 19-year-old James Zhang when I first got into business, I would have wanted this type of a conversation because as entrepreneurs, I believe that we have an obligation. We have a responsibility to be able to bring our visions into reality. Why? The vision isn't just for you and your household. The vision isn't just for you to be able to make a lot of money and retire. That's a part of it. Your vision, your dream is for other people. Elon Musk might be very, very wealthy, for example, but he did that by helping a lot of people. Now he's building an energy revolution around the world. And some of us, I believe, think that we're different from someone like an Elon Musk or Walt Disney. But did you know that you've been given the exact same incredible creative mind that those amazing people have been given as well too? And if you know how to use it and know how to run for it, your life can change and you can impact so many different lives around you as well too. So today we're going to start this off with talking about the vision. 5 years ago, we lost everything. We built our first business and it plummeted by many different reasons. I won't go into that right now, but it was a dark time. And it got us to the point where we're like, man, I think I might give up on business. Maybe you've been there before. But what happened was me and my wife allowed ourselves to dream one more time. And I challenge you there as well too. We're on a plane flight back from Bali. We're celebrating my 30th birthday with some of my friends. Great place. Shout out if you like to go to Bali, comment Bali below. Great place, right? Eat, pray, love is there and everything. Magical place. But on the plane right back, it's a 22 hours. And we had just gotten ourselves out of debt and we kind of picked ourselves from the ground up. And maybe you've been in one of those places where you're getting smacked by life before. And in 22 hours, you have a lot of time to talk, right? So me and my wife, Becky, we're sitting there and we're like, all right, here's the question that I want to ask you. If time and money were not an issue and anything were possible, what would life look like? Right? If time and money were not an issue and anything were possible, what would life look like? And we allowed ourselves to dream once more. And maybe you've lost your dreaming ability. Maybe you've been through challenge. Maybe you've been through frustration. Maybe you've been through breakdown. Maybe you've tried to dream before and you got hurt. Or maybe you're crushing it, right? And maybe we need to set the next dream as well too. But we have to allow ourselves even this ability to dream again. And we started to pen out a vision. We said, man, we love to have a business where we could have flexibility. We love to have an ability to be able to work from anywhere at any time. We love to have an opportunity to travel and be able to actually make money while we're traveling. We love to have a vision where we're impacting lives, or we have an incredible community and an incredible organization. We love to have work where we feel like we're thriving every single day, that we can't wait to go to work, right? They say that if you do something you love, you're never going to have to work another day of your life. We love to have that type of a life We love to have an abundance. We love to be able to have as much as we need to be able to fill what we need to have, and to be able to give back, and to be able to help family, and to be able to help all the things that we have. We love to be able to have bills never be an issue again, right? If we want something, then we can go get it on a financial status, right? We want to have the time and the energy and the health to be able to enjoy it. What do you want? We started penning this out and started getting a little bit wild. And what happened is we got excited. Oh man, this buzz started to happen again. And really what starts to happen is this: if you want to create an empire from scratch, you need to start with a vision. Vision is something you cannot see physically. Sight is what you can see with our own intellectual, with our own sensory factors. And I love using this as an analogy. This is such a helpful thing. If you've never seen this before, this is super helpful. You see, our minds and our bodies, we've been given an incredible gift. We are 3 parts in one, each and every single one of us. We have a spirit that surrounds us. Okay, this is a connection to God. We have a mind. The mind you can call the soul. The mind you can call the heart. This is where you can think. This is where you can feel. This is an interesting part, this mind. And we also have a body. The body carries out the actions. The body is this physical vehicle that's going on, right? You see, and what these 5 things up here are our sensory factors: your sight, your smell, your taste, your touch, your hearing. Most of us, we live our lives by only being reactive to what we can sense with our senses. And most of us only live by sight. So if you're looking at your business, you're looking at your vision, this is what happens. You look at your bank account, you say, well, if I made $40,000 last year, then maybe I can make $50,000. Right? Well, if I've never done business before, then maybe if I just make an extra $500 a month, then that's like a successful business. Or maybe you're looking at the failure, maybe you're looking at the hurts, and you're like, man, it's impossible. I can't see it. Well, vision is different from sight. Sight uses only your physical sensory factors. Vision uses what's called your intellectual factors. Vision requires your mind to see a certain thing. Albert Einstein was quoted saying imagination is a preview of life's coming attractions. And what started to happen on that plane flight for us is we started to tap into our spirit. God gives you, he's unlimited, right? He gives you the ability to give a different type of vision. You then sense that in your intellect. You then sense that in your imagination. There are such things as intellectual faculties in our minds, right? Perception, reason, will, imagination, just a couple of them. Vision uses the intellectual faculties, and you use your conscious mind to then start to implant it into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is then the thing that is able to carry out certain things called emotions to motivate your body to take action to go towards that vision. So why is vision so important? You have to be able to suffocate your sensory faculties of only seeing with your own 2 eyes, only seeing with what you sense. And you have to be able to then start to condition yourself to imagine and to use these intellectual faculties that each and every single one of us have been given to start to imagine a vision. And vision is something you cannot see with your physical capacities. It'll seem crazy. It'll seem ridiculous. But you need to start with the vision. Why? A vision is something that compels you into an exciting future. Most of us fail in business because we are only setting goals based on what we can see. Oh my gosh, put a 1 in the comments if this is resonating with anybody. We say, if this is what I've had in the past and this is all I could do in the future. Not at all. Not at all. We are completely not using the gifts that each of us have been given. We have to train ourselves and condition ourselves to see with the mind's eye. We have to train ourselves to be able to tune into what it is that God's been saying to us. And that's vision. Vision will seem crazy. Walt Disney goes up to that plot of land and says, this will be the happiest place in the world. Huh? For most of us, we just look at that as an empty plot of land. But what are you talking about? Elon Musk says, we going to Mars. What? Huh? In your business, vision is needed. And if we're going to think anyway, it takes the same amount of energy to think small than to think big. Why don't we challenge ourselves to think big and massive? Why don't we just allow ourselves to dream one more time? And we were in that plane flight in Bali. We penned out this vision and we called it the Warrior Movement eventually. We had no idea. But 4 years later, 3 years later, we now have an organization that spans around the globe. We now have a business where we can be anywhere at any time and build a business. We now have a business that was able to really be able, like, all those things are starting to happen. We have an organization where the relationships there are like a family. We built it from nothing, right? For you and your empire, it starts with your vision, but it starts with your courage to even be willing to have that vision. But it all starts there. But I'll tell you this, if you are committed to just starting with that vision, you are going to be on such a ride of your lifetime. It's going to be such a thrilling ride that you just don't want to get off of it. I believe this life is meant to be an abundant life. It's meant to be a thrilling one. It's meant to be an exciting one. Why don't we have a life where others are looking to you for inspiration? And there's a commitment. There's a dream that each and every single one of us have been given. And each and every single one of us, we have the same exact gifts, the same exact mind, the same exact abilities and capacities as the quote unquote successful people that you see out there. And when I dare to dream one more time, when I dare to set a vision one more time, everything started to change for me, as it will for you as well too. So in this series, we're going to have 5 parts. Today, we start with the vision. I'm going to talk to you day by day, part by part, on exactly how to take it from that vision into reality. So be sure, number 1 today, if you're down for that challenge, put a 5 in the comments if you're down to have a vision. If you're down to have a vision, pen that out, put it out. And the next day is join in as well too, because we're going to go through how to go from vision into actualization. All right. So if that sounds interesting to you, like this, share this, subscribe to my YouTube as well too, so you can review these types of things. Also, if you're interested, if you're looking for, we coach this type of stuff to our business organization, the Warrior Movement, or a family of professionals, and I show people how to build a business from their phone. If you're open-minded and you're interested in something like that as well too, you're open-minded for other opportunities, and you like this type of material, then there's a form you can fill out called Work With Me, Work With Us, and you can see what the Warrior Movement's all about, and just fill that out. Links in the bio, links in the caption, and we'd love to chat with you about what we got going on. But regardless of what you got going on, I believe as entrepreneurs, it's important that we continue to grow. It's important that we unleash our inner warrior in that, because your vision, your dream is not for you. It's going to be for other people. Okay. So can't wait for the next days. Other than that, we'll talk in the next ones.